Anybody takes the body with them when they die? What happens to the body? What happens to the body? It starts decomposing. Why it decomposes?
It's made up
It
of.
smells really bad, है ना? कोई मर जाता है तो फिर क्या बोलते हैं? What do we say? He's gone.
Yeah.
बोलते हैं ना, he's gone. But the body is still there. So who is gone?
So
Who is gone? When we say one family member dies, what do we say? वो चले गए. He's gone. But the body is still there. So who is gone? Wife or very near relative, when you see they're dead, the wife cries a lot, isn't it? Or when a child or some very close family member dies, the family members are crying like anything. But then what do? If we tell them that if you love so much, keep the body with you, will they keep? Will they keep? नहीं, क्यों नहीं? इतना प्रेम करते हैं, बॉडी रखो थोड़ी दिन साथ में, 10 दिन के लिए रखो. Keep the body for 10 days with you. Would you keep? Why? Why we don't keep? भूत हो जाए शायद. Isn't it? Do we keep the body with us? Before evening we have to take the body out. What happens? It starts disintegrating. Isn't it? So we did not love the body actually. Certainly we loved the soul. That's why we said, okay, we don't want this body anymore. But we forget this. And as that lady is polishing the cage, we spend the whole life what? Polishing the body, looking after the body, the demands. So Bhagavad Gita says that if you are really compassionate, if you want to save somebody from repeated birth and death, make sure that he does not take any birth. Like if somebody is drowning and you save the dress of a drowning man, is that worth? You have to save the man itself, don't save the dress. Right? So Bhagavad Gita says that instead of looking after the sick, you supply somebody the physical demands. किसी को खाना दो, so you donate food to somebody, you give them some health care, give them some physical compassion. Along with that, provide the spiritual compassion also. That is very, very important. Unless until we do that, we will not be able to save ourselves also. So we have to be compassionate to ourselves first and then be compassionate to others. So we have to understand that I am the soul and I have to save this soul from the repeated birth and death. And how do we do this? How do we do self-compassion? Are you compassionate to yourself? Making sure that I don't die, I don't get this birth again and again, and making sure my soul gets the blessing. And once I get this, then I will distribute the blessing to others also. When you fly in the plane, one of the things is they say that when there is low oxygen, a mask will come. First push the mask to yourself and then save the
child
sitting next to you. Is that right? So you can distribute the compassion if you have a compassion. You can give the love if you have the love. So how to develop this compassion? Any ideas? How do you develop the compassion? Mahamantra. Anybody else? How do we develop compassion? Why? Why? Can you speak loudly, please? Forgiving someone. Okay, so that is one. Mahamantra chanting is nice.
Are you talking about self-compassion first right now?
Self-compassion, yes.
Yeah, so eating a vegan or vegetarian diet.
Yes, lifestyle. Correct. So first starts with the food. What sort of food choice you have, right? No meat, no killing animals or insect. Okay, what other way to develop compassion, Praveen? No smoking, no drinking. Okay, that's good. So you are not damaging to yourself. That's correct. Yes, anything else? You want to be compassionate? How do you want to be compassionate?
No gambling.
No gambling. Yeah. Yes? Pardon?
Following some values.
Following some values, yes. So Compassion is an emotion, and this emotion, those who understand the medicine, in every area of the brain, there are some organs here. There's one organ in our brain called as hypothalamus. Those who are from medicine background. The area of this hypothalamus, it has been done by scientific study, that people who are kind, loving, compassionate, this area of hypothalamus is really big. The area is bigger in area. And it has more neural activity. And it has been proven by the science. And this intense activity of neurons in that hypothalamus develops more in some people and less in some people. That is why some people can kill anyone and anyone, anything. They can eat anything on the planet. We can't. Because we have little more compassion than them. And they have done this scientific study that the hypothalamus of these people who has more compassion, more love, more generosity, there is more neurofunctional activity than people who don't have that. There is a structural component to it. And there was a study done, and I'm going to show you the study here. This is published in many, many journals, but this is the Journal of Alternative Medicine and Complementary Medicine. This is I've taken from PubMed. You can go and Google it. I just did it. And in this this is the picture, long-term mantra meditation. People who do mantra meditation, japa yoga. It is called as mindful meditation also sometimes, where you involve your mind completely in the meditation. They have this increase in the gray matter area. This is nothing coming from my pocket. Okay? Don't tell that I'm manipulating. This is published. Okay? This is all genuine articles published on the internet. Long-term mantra meditation is associated with increased gray matter density in the brainstem as well as in the hypothalamus area. And the same is probably, this is the, if you switch off the lights, you can see it clearly that there is an increase. This is the neurofunctional activity, increased zones depicted in the brain of the people who do this mantra meditation at least for 1.5 to 2 hours every day. It does not work with 5 to 10 minutes. You have to do it intensely for 1 to 2 hours at least. They have found that these people have increased gamma activity, yellow color activity, in the gyrus, in the people who do daily mantra meditation. So, and what happens when you have this increased area? You are more compassionate, you are more loving, and you are more happy. Because there is a more, this, all neurons, many of the things are processed in the brain as a chemical. When you are more happy, you release a hormone in your body called as endorphin. And when you are upset, you release a hormone in your body called as adrenaline. Okay? So endorphins are more released when you have this more increased developed area of this neurofunctional activity in the brain. So those people who are doing regular 1.5 to 2 hours of mantra meditation, they have found that they are relaxed naturally, they can handle the stress better, and they are more compassionate and loving to others. They also suffered less from heart disease, less from respiratory diseases, less from skin diseases. Their transcranial blood flow is higher and their respiratory rate is lower, their blood pressure is lower. This all are published data. Okay, and you can go and search it, research it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, who started this movement 500 years back, and he said, if you really want to be happy in this world, the only way to be happy is the Harir Nama Eva Kevalam is supported by the scientific evidence here. That if you do this mantra meditation every day, it will really change your life for good, actually. 360 degrees change, and you will find this. This has been done by many people, and that's why people chant the Mahamantra. Because they really feel that there is a change in the life. So if you really want to help yourself in this material world, if you really want to change yourself, and when you change yourself, you change the people around you also. When you are not disturbed, people around you are also not disturbed. If you are disturbed, everybody is disturbed around you. So if you really want to make your life for good, Vedas have a scientific knowledge. And Srila Prabhupada recommended that if you really want to be self-compassionate, daily chanting of the Mahamantra on these beads is highly recommended. You may follow any religion, any path, any culture. You may believe in any Devi or Devata or anybody else, does not matter. Keep your, whatever you are following, along with that, add this Mahamantra meditation. It will not change your culture, it will not change your religion, it will not change your beliefs, but this is scientifically proven. And by saying this, we are not going to only help ourselves, but we are going to help our families also. Because when you are chanting, the family is going to hear subconsciously, and they will get benefit out of it. Because it has been proven by science that when you hear this mindfully, it changes your structure of the brain. It changes your whole personality, outlook. Along with that, reading the Vedic scripture, reading Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam is very important. Reading and telling others. You have to tell somebody else also. Not to be selfish. And when you tell others, you remember it more. Right? So reading one shloka from Srimad Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita in a week, explain it to somebody else, it will remain with you. And following this mantra meditation technique every day. I recommend everybody go home, Google it, read about it, and don't forget it. It will change your life for good. It will make you more compassionate, and you will be more loved by everybody around you. If you want to win the people around you, if you make more friends, if you want to be successful in your life, if you really want to be the best of the best, mantra meditation is the best way to go. You don't have to invest anything. While walking also you can do this mantra meditation. You take the big bag, go for a walk, do the mantra meditation. While cooking you can do it. While driving you can do it. While driving you don't put the bag in your hand. Okay? So here is the beads. Those who don't have a beads, we have the beads in the temple. Please buy them. It's not expensive. It's an investment for one lifetime. You take this tulsi beads, hold it in the middle finger and the thumb, support it with the little finger, and on every bead, what do? Can you help me? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So very simple mantra. Even a small child can do it. It doesn't take long. And start with one round and slowly increase the round. One, this week you do one, next week you do two. One round takes about 7 to 10 minutes. Increase it to 2, 3, 4. When you will reach to 1.5 hour to 2 hours of chanting, which is take 16 rounds of this, you will feel really change in your life. It really makes a difference. It is the experience of many of us, and if it doesn't work, you don't have to pay anything. You just give up, right? So at least everybody has to try this. Thank you so much. Any questions? I know we are running late, but I'd like to have any questions if anybody has one. Okay, what is the take-home message? Action item for this week?
Compassion. Be compassionate.
Action item, Prabhuji? Anything you take positive with you? How? Action item, I said. That's the message. Action item.
Unconditional love.
That's the message. Action item, I'm saying.
Meditation.
Change your life with meditation.
Self-compassion.
You know, there is one thing is knowledge, and then second thing is application. Gnan and Vignan. Vignan is more important. If you are a doctor, but if you can't treat the patient, that doctor has no value. Hare Krishna. So I request everybody, if you can, please start chanting one round every day, and then share your experience next week when you come. Is that okay? Yeah? You can share that what did you felt, how did you feel. Is that okay? Would you do that? How many of you don't want to come next week? Because whenever I ask something to do, people don't turn up next week. Next week the audience is really low. Devotees are not coming because I have asked them to do some homework now. You want to do that for next week? Do one round of mantra meditation every day and come and tell me what happened. Is that okay? How many want to do that? Prabhuji, Viraj, you want to do that? Already doing it? So you will share with us next week. How about you, Prabhuji? You're doing one round, Prabhuji? One? So you do two and then tell me what happened. Viraj, how many are you doing? Five. So you do six and tell me next week. Prabhuji? Two. Wonderful. So he's going to tell us. Lian? You will? How about Prabhuji? Will you come next week? You'll think about it. So he's planning that, okay. How about you, Abhishek Prabhu? Will you come next week?
Not sure about this.
Okay, so he's also not sure. How about Sachin Prabhu?
Yeah, I'll try my best
To do it or to come?
to do it.
To do it. Wonderful. So he's coming for sure and he will do it. That's the spirit.
Yeah.
How about you, Prabhuji? Ashok Prabhu?
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you'll tell us next week. How did you feel? Don't disappear. Okay. How about you, Prabhuji?
I will do it.
You will do. Wow. Haribol. Prabhuji?
I will.
Manthan Prabhu? You will do it and you will come next week on time?
Yeah.
Unless until you have job, you are excused. How about you, Prabhuji? You will start with one for this week and next week you are going to share with me how it did go. Anjali ji, Hare Krishna. Can I ask you to do one round? Okay. You will tell us next week? You will come next week? Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. आंटी जी आप एक राउंड रोज करेंगे हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र का करते हैं एक करते हैं एक राउंड रोज करते हैं
1, 2, 3
तो 4 करो ये वीक और अगले वीक मुझे बताओ कि 4 का क्या इफेक्ट है सुषमा जी 1 राउंड एवरी डे एंड देन यू विल कम एंड टेल अस नेक्स्ट वीक
I will try my best.
you will try wonderful that is the way to go how about you Majan Prabhu I know you might be out of station wonderful you will tell us when you come back Prabhu ji live Prabhu
Yes.
You will do?
I'll do it.
and you will tell me
Yes, I need
wonderful
to
wonderful
remove the blackness and stress.
very nice Keshaben
Yes, I'll do.
you will do it and you will come next week
Yes,
thank you so much Ben Tame
I do it.
you will do it
I do it. Yeah.
and then you will come and tell me Haribol. Most of the people are with us then. Oh, little our friend Shivani. You will do it? Haribol. Very nice. We didn't ask you.
Yes, sir.
You will do it? And you will come next week?
Yeah.
And share us with what you experienced? Wonderful. Thank you so much. This is Leah.
I just wanted to ask you a question. Maybe some other people are wondering as well. When you started chanting the Maha Mantra, how long did it take you before you worked up
16.
to more and more and more
Yeah.
rounds?
Yeah, so initially I used to do it while
When you started out with 1 round. And
I
then-
started in 2005 when I came to Toronto because I had a lot of travel time, 1.5 or 2 hours, and in that traveling I read Bhagavad Gita, and after reading Bhagavad Gita I said, this is good, but I have to do something now because Bhagavad Gita really changed my life for good. Whatever has happened in my life is because of Bhagavad Gita. If you read it, your life will change 360 degrees. I recommend everyone to have a Gita at home and read it. It will change your life for good. And then I said, I have to do something. Then I started doing 5 rounds.
You started with 5?
Yeah,
Okay.
on the bus. Because I had nothing else to do on the bus. I knew no one. I had no cell phone. First cell phone I bought was in 2010 when I came to Centre-TBay.
I still don't have.
So I had nothing to do, no games to play, no WhatsApp, no message at that time. So that's how I started, and everything changed for my life. I was a very introvert person. I became extrovert. I started speaking to people. I made more friends than ever before in my lifetime, actually. When I came to Centre-TBay, I knew no one, and then I made lots of friends, good friends actually, who helped me everywhere, and no enemies as of now. So everything is good as so it's all because of Mahamantra. It changed my life 360 degrees. So I request everyone to give a try.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for asking. Thank you. So we are really running late, but we will come back here after 20 minutes, 25 minutes. We have prasadam for everyone downstairs. Thank you for being part of this whole thing. And we'll chant the prasadam prayer. Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmane Vaishnave Swalpa Punyavatan Rajan Vishwaso Neva Jayati Sharira Vidyaja Judedriyata Hikan Jiva Pele Vishai Sagare Tara Mutya Jivati Lobo Mai Sudharmati Take Cheta Kadina Sansari Krishna Bhadavadaya Mai Kori Bhara Jivajai Swaprasada Mudravai Senamrita Pao Radha Krishna Gurgao Preme Lakho Chitamitai Jai Chitai. Thank you so much. Please join us for prasadam downstairs. Those who are coming for the first time, we serve the prasadam in the metal steel plates. Please take the prasadam as much as you want. Don't throw anything in garbage. You can take 2 serving, 3 serving, as many as you want. And once you're done with the prasadam, then there is a sink there. Please, there is a scrub and the soap there. Please clean it. And there is a table. Just put it on the table. Okay? Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. If there is no space downstairs, you can come and sit here also. We will close the curtain. You can take beautiful darshan of Shri Shri Radha Vrajvatsal. They are really, really nicely dressed. And you can take pictures also. Hare Krishna.